look around this room. Everybody who's in this room needs to support each other. I'm curious how many people own your goods, how many people you've sold to. One of the things you really want to look at is, in this environment that we're in right now, it's extremely competitive. And it's really, really important for each one of you to support each other. The relationships you guys make in this room and in this school is what's going to determine whether or not you're successful in the future. It's the first thing. Differentiate yourself. Figure out a way to create a buzz. I've heard the word buzz a couple of times. I need to use that more often. Create a buzz about what you're doing. Make sure that it's different, it's unique. Find, through your friends, the ability to use that as an evergreen effect. You need to know the industry. Ted's background was different than film industry. But one thing he did know is that if he was going to commit money to an endeavor, he was going to learn the industry and kill it. He was going to learn every aspect of the industry and become a student of film. If you're going to commit money and you're going to commit time and effort and emotion, which is what this is really all about, is putting passion. I heard one of the speakers say that the word was passion. Put passion and energy and time and effort into it. You really want to feel as though that you've accomplished something at the end, or that you've learned something to go on to the next endeavor. I manage about $350 million for probably about 200 different families. So sometimes when I'm pitching myself, I'm saying, okay, well, what do I really do? I'm an expert in financial services, but generally I'm a social worker for the wealthy. My best skill, I believe, is not public speaking, it's listening. I tend to not do much talking. I tend to listen, and I listen really well. In every aspect of selling, it's about listening. The pitch is important, but unless you can talk all day long to somebody. I mean, I have, I don't know how many clients, 200 clients, and they're all different. And I have to be a chameleon to try and figure out how I'm going to talk to Ted one day as opposed to how I'm going to talk to somebody else. I have to listen and understand what the need is, figure out where these people are in their different life cycle. And in doing that and in listening to them, I'm better able to serve them. And that's a fundamental tenet in anything. For what I do, I sit in front of individuals daily and listen to their dreams and their aspirations and their anxieties. I do deal and manage a lot of entrepreneurs' money, and I can tell you, it is the most difficult thing out there. I started out at Citibank, working at Citibank for 16 years as a salaried employee, and I had all these aspirations to want to go out on my own. I do work for Merrill Lynch, but I run my own business within Merrill. To make the transition from Citibank, to get myself pumped up, which is what you have to do every day, I had to think about, okay, the relationships that I have with my clients are so special and they're so tight that if I do move my business from Citibank and go to Merrill Lynch, will my clients come with me? Will they be thinking, okay, I'm with Tom because Tom's at Citibank? Or have I differentiated myself enough that they're not thinking about their relationship with the bank, they're thinking about their relationship with me? I'm a good listener. I've listened to them talk about their fears and their anxieties. They trust me. Consequently, when I did move to Merrill and I sold my business, 90% of my clients came with me. What I decided was, in this environment, this crazy economic environment that's out there now, how I was going to differentiate myself was to try to know more than my competition. Go out and become a student of my industry. Figure out every aspect of what is out there and how that's going to negatively impact or positively impact my clients. So I broke it down into 3 things. I need to know whether or not you're in the retail clothing industry or you're in the music industry or whatever it is. You need to become a student of the history of that industry and be able to understand exactly what's transpired. You need to be able to talk to your clients and customers about what's happening today to meet their current needs. And I think personally, most importantly, you have to have an idea about what's going to happen in the future. And that's twofold. 2 reasons why you need to do that is to protect and insulate your business, to be able to understand that with all the vicissitudes of the craziness that's happening in the economy and that we are in a global marketplace, that you have to be able to anticipate positive and negative developments that will affect your business. And the second thing is that your value to your clients is your ability to anticipate things and anticipate those needs. And that's where that relationship and that trust comes in. People are going to trust you to be on the cutting edge of new music. So when you're in the DJ booth and you're going to be spinning, they're going to want to know that you're hitting something, all of a sudden it pops and you're like, wow, this is a guy I need to follow. Or you're in a fashion trend and all of a sudden you see something on the booth and next week you see it in a magazine. It's anticipating your clients' needs so that they will then follow you when you go forward and you grow. So you need to grow with your clients, anticipate their needs. Okay? So look around the room. The last thing I'll leave you with and take some questions is each and every one of you needs to support each other. That's the most important thing, is that at the end of this class, you need to, even if you don't wear neck scarves, even if you don't wear pins, you need to buy. You need to support. That's the only way that you're all going to succeed, is if you support each other.